the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Line gets set, first down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Grabs it in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Hands it off. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Right. I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Spinderella. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Rourke. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
Fires downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona 7, North Carolina 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Arizona! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Pulls it in. It's Garrison. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's going to pass. Steps away to find some room. He finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
At midfield, he's got room. Open runway ahead. The 10. Touchdown, UNC! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Had those stats, young fella.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. On target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The DBs will back off a bit. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He'll set up to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Motion from the offense. They're going to run it to the right. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He fires to the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Showing the arm strength to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And how nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down. Like, I know I have options. I can do X, Y, and Z, but I'm just going to let me run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of downs.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
3:25.
He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona. What a great play by the defense of paying it off with the interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Arizona.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Carolina's on. Take over 1st and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. With the catch, it's Rourke. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Rourke. He breaks a tackle. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Getting some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fighting off the defender. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to move it through the air. Dances away. And they got him for the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arizona 28, North Carolina 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's looking on the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires left. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. The aerial assault continues. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Late in the game, and the confidence is building, and only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They get him out rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Not only do you have the big gain and you sort of knock the defense back, but you're also set up in the red zone.
Yeah, they've got this defense on their heels right now after that big play. We talked about this offense being explosive. Now that they're in the red zone, let's see what they dial up next.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Now, I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking for the score. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we can be headed to overtime.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. They'll try to blast their way in. He will be stopped short of the goal line. The big gamble to take the lead with the 2-point conversion attempt does not pay off. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Line getting set on 2nd down. And the quarterback takes a knee. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.